I met my old lover on the street last night.
Now, one person in our class proved to be a wealth of information when trying to get some information about the people in our class. That was Randy Goodpasture. Randy, would you come up here for a minute, please? Now, Randy was telling me some of the highlights of the school, and he kind of got off on himself a little bit, and he told me something that startled me. He told me it took him 6 years to get out of Lee High School. I said, are you sure you want to tell people that? 6 years? Well, I remember that red fastback Mustang. It became like a permanent fixture. You always saw it around school there. But what I didn't realize is that what his idea was that he was trying to establish tenure as a student at the high school. So he was with us quite a while there. Now, what I really found out was that Lee High started, and some of you may know this because class 64, 65, and 66 were the only three that started with the 7th grade and went right on through to senior high, and that's why he was there that long. He was really a bright young man. See that look? He was a bright young guy now, see? It's Jimmy. Now, if you look at this part here. All right. There's a little story here that Bob Crump shared with me about Randy, that just to let you know what a startling 7th grader he was. He was a standout, he really was. He was the only 7th grader that got suspended for pulling a bottle of liquor out of his locker and breaking it in the hallway floor. The only one. That's our man Randy here. Now, one thing special about tonight, and Randy, Mr. Hamilton did that? You suspended this fine-looking young man? I can't believe it. Of course, now, Mr. Hamilton may not remember, but he lectured me at length one morning because I was falsely accused, of course, of necking with Linda in the hallway before class started. And I had to go to the principal's office. That was terrible. But we've got a special award here, something that Randy's been involved with for 35 years, actually. And what it is, and Jimmy Bannister's involved in it. And Jimmy Bannister, if you would come in the room, please, now. Jimmy, in the splendor, by this door over here, of 34 years ago, Jimmy is modeling this genuine, authentic, and still in its original condition, 1966 Lehigh football game jersey. Now, he's a warrior for the general, just like many of you. And of course, the rest of the outfit there, if you would, Jimmy. Yes, one of our star football players. And actually, there's a story behind this jersey that really makes it even more special. It was not 34 years ago, but 35 that Jimmy played his last season. He broke his nose during his senior year, so he wasn't able to play, but coach said, you gotta stay on the team. So he made him one of the equipment managers on the team. So, in that capacity, and being the sharp and forward-looking guy that Jimmy always has been, he was able to procure and to pass on to Randy this genuine jersey, genuine football jersey. And the special thing is, he did this so that Randy could pull it out 35 years later and make a special occasion out of it. That's really what he had in mind. Now, Jimmy, when you procured this jersey so long ago, that is what you had in mind, right? A special occasion for tonight. I mean,
where's JR? I need to get a lawyer. The statutes of limitation found on Mr. Hamilton.
But this is an actual game jersey. And what we want to do with this jersey is back at the class of 66 check-in table, the registration table, we've got some permanent markers, pens. And we like everybody from all three classes to sign this jersey, and then we're going to raffle it off. And really you get the hat too, holy smokes. But the important thing about this is all the money that we get from the raffle, we're going to donate it as a body of all three classes to Lee High School they have a special program for physically challenged kids. And, you know, it's a nice thing. The person who wins the raffle will get a nice piece of memorabilia to take home. But all of us will have an opportunity to help the kids out a little bit. And I think it kind of helps reinforce a legacy that we'd like to leave to Lee High School. So during the course of the evening, if you'll drift out and sign the jersey, and you're not going to believe it, but these tickets, these raffle tickets are only 6 tickets for $5. 6 tickets for $5. So for less than $1 a ticket, you can be a part of this. See, less than $1 a ticket. So we want to sell a lot of tickets. We want to have a nice check to give to the school. Now, to wrap up the class of '66, we would like to say our slogan. Lynn would be brokenhearted if we didn't say the class slogan. Now, there's a couple of words in it that are a little risque, you know, like we use the word sin, we use the word sex, the word sex. Now, some of your older folks, you may have forgotten what that means, but okay. All right, so class of '66, sin, sex, booze, kicks. We're the class of '66. Now, there is one last thing. Where's Jack Meeks? He's overseas. So, Jimmy, if you would give this official hat to Jack, we'd like if you would keep a close eye on the raffle thing out here, Jack. We'd appreciate being the captain of the Huntsville Police Force. We need that. Thank you.